This is not one of those videos that just tells you go to bed early. Like, what is that? That's not helpful. Hello and welcome back. Today I have another sort of time management video, and it's on how to wake up earlier and be more of a morning person. Now, I am naturally a night owl. I can stay up really late online or burning away the time watching TV or weirdly eating. I snack a lot at night and that can keep me up for a very long time, but I do have a 9-to-5 job, which means Monday through Friday in the mornings I need to get up and be in the office at a particular time, and that's fine. But until very recently, my weekends were a different story. I would stay up late and then sleep in the mornings, and because I was waking up so late, I didn't have a lot of daylight hours to do things, and the things that I did have time to do weren't really productive things, and so I really wanted to change that. Now I wake up at the same time every day, which means my weekends especially, I'm starting off right. I have more daylight time, more time to get things done, and because I'm waking up earlier, the things that I do on my days off, on my weekends, tend to be more productive things, and I'm able to check a lot of things off of my proverbial to-do list. And so today, I want to share the techniques that I've used to really wake up earlier and jumpstart my day. The first thing I want to mention, and hands down the thing that has really changed my morning game, is the Better Radio alarm clock app on my phone. Now, I have an old alarm clock. I've had it since college. It makes a really loud beeping noise. So it's really loud, but over time, it's just become easier and easier to jump out of bed and hit snooze and really ignore it. But what I found was that when I stayed in hotels, if there was an alarm clock, if there was a radio alarm clock in the room, I would always use it, and I found that I woke up better to a radio alarm clock. I think the voices or music just sort of helped me to wake up more fully. And so I looked for a physical radio alarm clock in stores and online, and I couldn't find one that was the right size and color that I wanted for our dresser, which is where we keep our alarm clocks. So on a whim, I looked in the App Store for a radio alarm clock app, and I found Better, and it's changed everything. Sorry, my battery died. Where was I? The Better Radio alarm clock. So using the Better Radio alarm clock, I wake up to voices and the sound of the radio. I leave mine set to BBC World News, and so I wake up to the news being announced to me, and it turns on the listening part of my brain, which helps me to wake up more fully. Now, with the Better Radio alarm clock, you can set whatever radio station you want it to tune in on, and they have local as well as international channels. Basically any radio station that has a web presence you can use. You can set what time you want it to go off, you can set how long you want the snooze to be, and you can also allow your radio station to come on gradually over the course of 1 or several minutes, and I find that to really help not sort of startle me out of sleep, but to wake me up gradually with the sound of, in my case, the news. Now, there are 2 different versions of the Better Radio alarm clock. One is free with some ads, and one is paid, 0 ads, and it's $2. So for less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can have this great app. Speaking of coffee, the next thing I recommend is that if you have a coffee machine that can be scheduled, use it and schedule it to start making coffee for you at the same time that your alarm clock goes off. So our coffee maker is in our kitchen, which is conveniently close to our bedroom, and so my Better Radio alarm clock starts going off. Maybe I hit snooze on it once, but then I can hear the coffee machine going off, and better still, I can smell the coffee starting to brew, and that's just a really pleasant way to wake up. It sort of feels like the world is coming awake all around me, and the coffee maker is already starting to prepare me for my day. So if you have a coffee maker that can be scheduled, I recommend that you use it. Another technique I want to recommend is to use natural light to wake you up by leaving your curtains or blinds or whatever you have slightly open or all the way open, depending on what your windows look out to and how much privacy you have. I have always found natural light to really wake me up quite fully. It's something that I can't ignore, and we as humans are evolved to wake up to the light, and so it's something that I think most of us find difficult to ignore. Now, I realize not everyone will have the option of using natural light. If your bedroom is in a basement or something, then the sun might not be an option for you, but there are sort of orb light alarm clocks that you can buy online that are meant to mimic the sun to help you wake up gradually to light. And another alternative you could try is to use those outlet timer scheduler things. It's not a great description, but the things that you use to plug into outlets so you can time, say, Christmas tree lights. You could use those with existing lamps in your room in order to have them come on at a particular time and to help you wake up with light in that way. Now, something that I found to help me get to sleep is taking melatonin. If you need help getting to sleep, this might help you as well. Now, when I was first interested in waking up earlier and getting back a big chunk of my day, I started watching YouTube videos on the topic, and everybody was saying, just go to bed earlier, don't eat after 8 p.m., don't use your phone after 10, or only use it in night mode, and all of these things that are technically practical, but not really desirable. If we wanted to do those things, we would just do them. And those things weren't really going to work for me. But what I found to be really effective was taking a 10 milligram tablet of melatonin about 30 minutes before I wanted to go to bed. Now, melatonin is a supplement. You can buy it just about anywhere, and it's what our bodies produce naturally to make us drowsy and go to sleep. So on nights when I can't go to sleep, or something weird has happened and my sleep schedule is off, or whenever I was just starting out and I needed that extra help getting to sleep, I would take melatonin about 30 minutes before I wanted to go to bed, and that would really help to conk me out. Now, of course, if you have any kind of health concerns, please talk to your doctor. Melatonin is available over the counter and just about anywhere, but every bottle of it that I've seen has said not to take it for more than 2 weeks at a time, really only take it sparingly. And so if you have any kind of sleep issues or any other health issues that you're concerned with, please talk to your doctor. The last thing I want to mention, but by far the most important if you want to wake up earlier and be more of a morning person, is to have something that you're looking forward to. Whether that's something small, like catching up on YouTube videos, or reading a few chapters of a book, or organizing some part of your house, or playing with your kids or your pets, or working out. Just make sure there is something that you are excited to wake up to. I know that when there's something I'm really looking forward to doing, it's a lot easier for me to get out of bed and start my day. So that could be a weekend project or some morning me time routine that you come up with. Just make sure that you have something that you are excited about to start your day. All right, those are all of the things that have helped me to wake up a lot earlier and be more of a morning person. And I really enjoy the time and the quality of time that I now have because I wake up a lot earlier. And so I hope that these tips can come in handy for any of you who are struggling with this and want to do the same thing. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.